right. There we go. Hey, guess what? John knows what day it is. It's Thursday, baby. It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here, baby. I'm sorry for the restart. Had a problem right there at the beginning, so I missed out on who jumped in first, but Michichick was the first one to come in on this round, followed by Carol DeBurs, Annette Serrano. Thank you very much. Mark, our Blue Dot greeter. Always a pleasure. Always happy to see you out there, brother, doing it. John is here. Thank goodness. Daniel Hackelman. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, and what a day it is. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Tim Lowry is here. Golden 19 Retriever. Thank you very much, darling, for being here. Jeff Curry's here. I'm getting lost. Keith Patterson, Miss Chick. I already said Miss Chick. Anyway, Kelly Harris and Carol Lowe, Susan Morgan. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Let me get this and drag it on down here, or we just won't get started. Anyway, anything happened today? Kind of looked. I didn't see anything big. Are you shitting me? Oh, hell yes, baby. It's a day, I preface everything I'm saying that, y'all know my life has been rather full and preoccupied with other things, but doesn't mean I'm not in the game, baby. And today, and yesterday, I'm gonna throw you. Yeah, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. I want that smile on my face. I want to see this happening. Today's news, with the release of 24 detainees. This is a historic move, baby. This is something that's Joe Biden. Talk about a feather in his hat on the way out the door. Are you shitting me? He got the job done. He got the job done. And I'm trying to get my shit together. Anyway, it's been a full day. But this news today, it couldn't have come at a better time. Whelan has been imprisoned over there for over 6 years. All these, and this was an international deal. This was something Joe Biden had to get done. The countries that had to be involved to get this maneuver done. It speaks to who Joe Biden is. Joe Biden doesn't get out there and run his mouth. He does the job, baby. He's been doing, like I said on my rant today, you could drive by a construction site on the highway, Joe Biden did that, baby. There's a lot of shit Joe Biden's been doing around this country. While Donnie Boy's been running in his mouth, and oh boy, how the shit hasn't he been running it lately here? I'm just, not only the news that excites me about Joe Biden in this historic event, but also the role Kamala Harris played in it, and Kamala Harris's role in general in the election. She is bringing it to his ass, and he is running like a scared chicken the way he always has. He's a little slime ball, and like I said earlier, I think even Putin sees the handwriting on the wall. He's nothing but a useful idiot now. That's all Trump is. And we're going to watch him just go down in flames, and Kamala is going to be kicking his ass all the way down, and I love it. Hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How are you doing? That's what it sounds like. This is the time I miss Bernadette's voice, man. You know she's cooking on this shit. Anyway, yes, he's running like a little chicken shit. I'm just,
And it does not. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, the irony does not escape me that the big ticket prisoner was released from Germany.
Yes, this was an international effort.
And they're all of those people that were released from elsewheres. Let you know who's got our back. Yeah. Right.
That's what Joe did when he came in our house. Trump had spent 4 years walking around kicking everybody in NATO in the shins, treating Europe like a red-headed stepchild. He was too busy sucking up to Putin and Kim Jong-un to give a shit about the rest of the world. Those are the power players in his world. Those are who he wants to suck up to.
Well, and he takes what he takes from any kind of conversation he might have with those people, and they just kind of smirk at him. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't. They use him as a useful idiot.
Yep.
It's, anyway, Uh, yeah, and then, like,
And then
did you
page
see
two.
his yes? Did you see his performance at the National Alliance of Black Journalists?
Well, I saw his grand entrance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What
That's what I
I
said. I've
saw,
never seen a man stick his foot in his mouth and then bend over backwards and shove his head up his ass as well as
what
Donald
I
Trump does.
saw was a very strong black
Yes, I did.
journalist pulled him to the fire. And Rachel Scott just went right for the throat. And I'm so glad she did because none of
I'm
these
proud.
other people
I'm
will
proud
do
of him.
it. I am so proud of her.
But
I didn't
his
get to watch
answer.
the whole thing, but I did get the few questions at the beginning. It's like, holy crappers.
Yeah, knock that out of the ballpark and cut
Yes,
it.
you did.
Cut it right off. Circumcision right there live on TV. Boy, howdy shit.
Ew.
Hey, let me. I know. Well, that's what he is. He's a dick. And
Okay,
Kay
yeah.
Allen came in with a $20 donation and said, "International cooperation beats Trump's rating every day of the week, baby." And Joe Biden
Yes.
built that coalition back from the depths that Donnie wanted to kick it into. And Logic Bees came in with $1 super chat. Logic Bees, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the name of the game in my head right now. Is
Yeah.
boy, howdy shit, things have changed so, and I mean, a fire has been lit under the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris has lit this party on fire.
She has.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's some other stuff shuffling around underneath the carpet, and we got to pay attention to that. We can't be all yay woo every time something.
What pray tell are you hinting about?
Well, it would be a longer conversation, and I might have to wait till Sunday because I need to do a little more of my digging because I work during the week.
Yeah,
But it
things
has
jobs.
to do with the money and all of that fun stuff, and
Really?
where it's coming from, how it's shuffling around based on the changes. Yeah. We need to talk about that, but it's all right. Let's
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anytime you go digging into something, I know it's going to be good. Let me see. Oh, okay. Again, my days run together, so when I come in here to start this show, I just came from doing a whole lot of other shit. Anyway, Dave McNeil came in with a $20 donation and said Donnie should have heeded the words of our favorite song at the National Association of Black Journalists. Play the song and bang the gong. Donnie should have heeded the words to shut the fuck up. But I remind you, Donnie wasn't talking to them. Donnie was showing off for his maggot following, his bigoted, racist following that he has. That's who he was talking to. He was showing off on that episode.
I think he fell on his face, is what I think.
He did. That's what he's known for. You take a teleprompter away from the man, and it's jello.
Well, and he got mad and left early, didn't he? That's what I heard.
I understand he did. Selena Widman came in with a $2 donation. Thank you very much. Logic Bees came back with another $1 donation. And Carol DeBurs came in with a $5 donation and said, "Today I voted for one of the Tennessee Three, Gloria Johnson, in the primary today, getting rid of Marsha Blackburn." All right, Carol. All right, that's what it's about, baby. It's not just about the White House. It's about the House. It's we need to retain the Senate. We need to take the House to get the people's work done, because without it, again, we're looking at
every Democrat everywhere.
Everybody on the line, baby.
Everywhere.
And that's what I keep saying. Nobody stays in the bunker. Everybody gets on the line on this one, because that's the way we hold democracy. That's the way our forefathers, and that's the way those that came before us did it. We got on the line. We used our voice, our vote. It's the most important weapon that we have in this Constitution. Anyway, constitutional republic is what I meant to say.
Hey, how's it down under?
How are things down under, Dave?
Things down here are pretty good. pretty disgusted in what we've seen in the Donald Trump interview at the Black Reporters Conference there.
Right.
You know, he blamed them for holding him up for half an hour. He did say they asked him
Yes.
something, and he said, "Well, you held me up for half an hour." You know why the thing was held up for an hour? Do you know
I
why
do.
that they could not go on with the interview?
He
Because
didn't want to
he's
be fact checked.
correct. He was negotiating about no fact checking, and he wouldn't go on stage if there's fact checking. Same as what happened with the NBC or the debate. No
Yeah,
fact checking. ABC, where
ABC. He
he
came out bad mouthing ABC.
Well, she
and
was
that's
from
what he's doing.
CNN was where the other debate was at.
And that's sorry, yes, it was CNN with those two idiots that didn't fact check him. And I mean, a reporter knows when someone's lying because they've done their homework beforehand. A good reporter, and these guys knew that the big lie was still a big lie, and yet they let him spew it. And you know, and this is the same thing with that conference with the black reporters. He wanted to lie, and he didn't want to be told he's lying. But that lady done a good job in saying, well, when he was going on about the bullshit that no one ever pulls him up on, or they're giving abortions at 9 months, even after
Yeah.
birth they're having
Yes.
the baby.
They,
I mean, the reporter
he
said
hits on.
that's
He
illegal
tries to
on
hit on
stage.
that a lot. He tries to hit on that a
Yeah,
lot. Like, you know,
and
there's
it's
women out there
ridiculous.
that after they have the baby and it's sitting in the delivery room, then they go, oh well, I've decided on abortion, and the doctor just whips out a knife and kills the baby. That's what he makes it sound like.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yes.
It doesn't happen, and it
And
only in the rarest, and it has got to be a serious problem even in late term. So, you know, that whole abortion argument on their side just pisses me off all the time anyway.
what pisses me
Sanctimonious
off, John,
bullshit.
is that the reporters who are supposed to be professionals, I've seen him say that thing so many times in so many interviews. The reporter doesn't say, hang on a second, where are you getting this information from? Because we need to arrest these people. You know, what are you talking about here, Donnie? You know,
Yeah,
where's this
yeah, he
information
can't. But
coming from?
he's not. The only thing is that it's his idea of what's going to piss off Republicans. Yeah, them Democrats, they just want to murder the baby. That's all they want to do. Blah, 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 and they go off shit. Like I say, they run on emotion. They don't run on logic. The Republicans today are nothing but that. They're a cult worship of Donald Trump. They're not in this for the policy. They're not in it for anything else except for the glorification of him. And that is disgusting as an American.
The only fight back against the opposition, the only fight back they've got against the opposition is character assassination. They do not talk policy. They talk about, let's destroy the character of the person. Let's lie about this person.
And make up a name.
You know,
let's make up a name.
I mean,
you know, call him something ugly.
He suggests that Kamala is not black. She's only just changed colour for convenience.
She's a kaleidoscope. She changes color.
Again, Donald Trump should shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. What are you doing?
But nothing was said prior to her being the nominee. Nothing was said about it when she was vice president about her being black. She's always run as a black person. She's always been recognised worldwide as a black person. And here's this one man doing the Obama birth certificate thing about a woman.
That's what he's trying to play on her.
Color.
In just a different cover. It's the same thing. She's black. Or actually, he'd rather use another term. And that's what he's saying to his crowd out there when he was talking at the black journalist meeting. He wasn't speaking to them. He was speaking to his maggots out there. Oh, they love that shit. They ate it up.
That. I think they were watching. I don't know. They were watching that.
The Russian prison exchange, right? Did you see what Trump said about the Russian prison exchange? He said to reporters, I could have done that deal without giving up anything, meaning that he could have got the people home without giving up our prisoners. Well, why didn't he do it when he was president? Isn't that what Joe Biden said? The reporter asked Joe Biden.
That's like bragging about
Don Trump said he could do this and got this done with no exchange. Just got the people home. And Biden goes, well, why didn't he do it when he was president?
Because all Donnie has to do is get on his knees in front of Putin. Give him a good
Yeah.
Hummer, baby, because that's what Donald Trump is. He's nothing but he's not even that.
Oh,
He's a
he's
scumbag, and he's being
shit.
called. He's finally being. He's getting his due. You know, all this shit about Joe Biden's age. Guess what? He's now on Donnie's age. If he gets elected, he will be older than Joe Biden was when he started his presidency. So, you know, all this bullshit that they've heard about age, all of a sudden, well, who's the old fuck in the room? Yeah. Kind of turned on them.
This
They're
is the
little.
other thing. They don't need to run on that because they've got to.
No, they don't. You know what they're running on?
They can run.
They're running on progress, baby. That's what they're running on. That's what. That's
they
what.
can run on his record.
They can run on his record and what's going on right now. So yeah, let me catch up real quick, because Logic Bees came back with another $1 donation, and Tracy Langnickel came in with a $2 donation and said, "J.D. Vance, choose underpants." It needed saying. He eats the crappy part right in the middle. Anyway, Mary Humphreys came in with $5. Thank you very much, Mary. Logic Bees came back with another $1 and another $1. That's two. And Keith Thompson came in, that Marine, with $5, said the most powerful words. We are not going backwards. An American message, baby. We're not going back, baby. We're going forward. Logic Bees came in not once, but twice more with another $1 donation.
More.
That's thank you.
Logic
Wait. No, I got one more. Shaking Me Bones came in with a very nice donation and said Trump showed his true, ugly, psychopathic, narcissistic self at the Black Journalist event. He's not worthy of oxygen breathing. He's not. He's a scumbag. I mean, nothing could hold it out more than that meeting, that interview, if that's what you want to call it. It makes him.
Well, it was an embarrassment to the whole MAGA movement. It just exposed them. I mean, fair enough. He knew he was in for conflict when he went there. I mean, he was going to a Black Reporters Conference thing. He knew that he didn't have a good relationship with those people. He doesn't have a good relationship with the press, full stop. And yet, he didn't. He could have made things look a lot better than he did. He just lost. He was true Trump. He did not want to. He
showed us exactly who he is, and who he has always been, as stated, a narcissistic psychopath. That's what he is, and he's turned the Republican Party into a cult. You know, and they've been saying that forever, but now you can really see it. You can see it, but guess what else you can see? I heard he lost $800 million since Kamala. Yeah. He lost some money.
He's always losing money.
That's almost $1 billion, folks, that he's lost just since Kamala took over.
Did he ever really have it, though, Jim?
That's the magic question right there. Did he ever really have it? Because it's all on paper with Donnie. It's numbers on paper. Hey, what are you doing?
Good news for Camilla. I heard that the average Latinos were signing up about an average of 100 per day to register to be voters. Now, this last week, 8,400 signed up.
Wow. First time voters.
John?
Yes.
John?
Yes, Craig.
I want to let you know that I just read that Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, has canceled all his fundraisers that was supposed to take place in the Hamptons, Long Island, for this weekend. Even for his own campaign.
So, a little movement there.
Yes,
it could be a tell. Josh Shapiro's high on the list of possible VP picks.
Well, there's the other part where they might be doing vetting, so he needs to be available for that.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
But also, Camilla's starting her campaigning thing in his state, I believe, or
she's supposed to be.
Might be another tell.
This week
is in his state, so it may be the announcement of kicking off the campaign together with him.
Time will tell.
unless he's been vetted, because I think next week, isn't she planning to campaign with her vice presidential candidate? Like next
Yeah.
week?
Maybe
Yeah.
after the.
Well, how far are we out from the Democratic convention? It's coming up
It
real soon, I
starts
know.
on the 19th, maybe. Let me look at my calendar. Where's my calendar?
I thought.
We're getting
I thought
reporting
because of
here.
making-
We're getting reporting
Yeah.
here. She's going to announce it on Monday, which is your
Monday?
Monday.
See,
Sorry, your
here
Monday.
it is in a
our
nutshell.
Tuesday.
I
Here it
think
is in a
19th,
nutshell.
20th,
Oh, I
21st, and
can't get there.
22nd.
What happened?
Oop.
Oh, I was going to
Oh.
read somebody's comment, and all of a sudden I can't do it. Why
Well,
not?
why not?
Well, I don't know, because my thing won't back up. I don't know. I got problems with my chat here. I'm trying.
Well, in Australia, they're saying she's going to make the announcement on Tuesday our time, which is Monday your time.
Okay.
Correct. Thanks for the info, Ossie. Dave.
Yeah.
My pleasure, mate. My pleasure. I can only see what they're reporting over here. We're expecting to hear it on Tuesday, so
Okay.
which is your Monday, obviously. But certainly, I think she's going to go. I got a gut feeling she's going with Shapiro. That's my gut.
Well, Shapiro is high on the
He's a good-
list
He's a good
because he
debater.
carries.
He's a good talker.
He beat Joe Biden took Pennsylvania, but Josh Shapiro even outdid Joe Biden's numbers in the 2020 election as far as Democrats. I mean, as far as the election in Pennsylvania, what he did. He won by, like, if my memory serves me right, like 14 points. I think Joe took it by 6. So it shows the power of Josh Shapiro, and especially in Pennsylvania, but within the Democratic Party also. I like Mark Kelly. He's a Navy pilot.
So do
What do
I.
you want me to say?
So do I.
Semper Fortis, baby. I'm Navy all the way. And he's an astronaut and all that shit. He's a hero, and I like him. But and he would help
Josh
with Arizona.
Shapiro's
But
got a good mouth. Josh Shapiro's got a good mouth, John. He's quick on the wit. He's quick on the uptake, and which is what you need when you're dealing with MAGA. You need to have the comebacks and the put downs, which unfortunately Joe in his earlier day would have been good at, but he was not on his game these days. But Kamala has got a great comeback. She's got a good mouth.
Oh.
She's got
you heard her.
She won't stand
She
there.
heard him. I mean, I heard her tell him right to his face. You got something to say? Say it to my face. And he's not going to do
Yes.
that. I think all of us know that he is not going to do that. Okay, look, I got to catch up again because Logic Bees has been busy. That's one for Logic Bees. That's another one for Logic Bees. Thank you very much, darling. And let me see. Jay Noswicks came in with a oh shit, it moved on me. With a $5 donation through Super Chat. Thank you very much. Kay Allen came back with a $5 donation and said, "Let the fool keep talking and lose the presidency for himself." That's what he's doing, Kay. Adam Hewitt. Adam, thank you very much, came in with $2 and said, "Dump is Putin's Hawktaw. Keep smiling." I'm not saying it right. I know I'm not. And Ganny Joe Crotchets, Johanna, came in with $2 and said, "Vice President Kamala is Trump's karma." Oh, I love it. And Minnie Deb 73 came in with $1.50. I appreciate that, Minnie Deb. And Wesley Wiseman came in with $5 and said, "I don't see Kamala as a black, white, or any color. I see a very smart lady." Oh, she's going to wipe the floor with his ass. I want the debate. That's what I want. We're going to see it all on the campaign trail. A lot of shit we're going to see. But I want to see the debate. And you know damn good and well, he's not going to do it. He's not going to
don't think he is either, John.
I don't think so. He'd be a fool to do it. What is that?
She's turning up.
What is that old saying?
She's
It's
gonna
better
be
to be
there.
thought a fool than to open your mouth and confirm it. Well, Donnie's good at confirming that he's a fool. He's an idiot. And she would just wipe the floor with him, mop the floor with him. Let me see. Minnie Deb 73 just came back with another $2 and said, "We need a phenomenon." Oh, you're going to mess up my mouth. Feminine. Fem,
Phenomenon.
what she said. A feminine nominee. I think that's what it means.
Phenomenon.
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 Yeah,
There,
what she
see?
said. What she said. I can get it. I can get it. I think yes. History is. It's right. History. Again, we could look around the world and see women leaders of the world who have made fantastic strides. Look at Germany. Merkel is in the history books. She's a very powerful
Yeah.
leader in Germany.
Yeah.
We're overdue, baby. We're overdue, but I think Kamala is. I thought I heard my doorbell. I mean my doorknob. Outside in my smoker
Uh-oh.
yes. There's meat out in that smoker, and
I
it's supposed to
presume.
be
Really?
ready somewhere
Wow.
around. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be ready somewhere around 7.
There is
Travis's recipe there that he's cooked up.
You got ribs on the grill, or are they ribs, or what are they?
No, we got chicken. Got chicken on the grill.
Chicken.
Yeah,
Okay.
two whole chickens. It's the first time we fired up this smoker. Well, we primed the smoker yesterday. Lit it up and burned it in and everything. Got it seasoned in, and then today was. Yeah, I am so glad I got a grill not long ago, and when we got a smoker, my son has gone ape shit out there. He's cooking his ass off, and I'm loving it. Just go knock yourself out. Looking up recipes and shit. I'm telling you, go for it.
guys,
Anyway, Bill, did I get you in here?
Yeah, you got me in here.
Okay,
He said, you probably sitting there smelling that chicken.
I am. I was. You don't think? Yeah, I haven't eaten all day. I take that back. I had a Whataburger, just a burger with cheese, which is just like just a little tiny. Because I'm waiting on that chicken. He put a lot of work into it, and I'm waiting to see. He's also
Well,
doing
stop
potatoes
pulling
on
up
the grill.
I'm waiting to find out what you Americans, who don't seem to be too concerned about this, but it's ringing bells throughout the world, of the plan that Kevin Roberts has from the Heritage Foundation that's been exposed. It's been in the back burner for a long time in the news, but it's never been really spoken about. These 70 electors that are not going to certify the election on behalf of Donnie in these so-called swing states. Have you seen that reporting?
Well, we're not
I
surprised
haven't.
because they already tried
No.
that.
No, that's the comment that. Thank you for bringing that up, because that's the comment that went by a little while ago by somebody else in the chat, and I hope you remember who it was, because they said it doesn't matter what the election is. Donnie's going to come back and say it was all rigged and everything else. They're laying the groundwork right now, and they are trying to put people in positions around the country in voting districts.
Well, they have.
Yes,
got
they have.
70 in 4 states. They got 70 of these in the counties. But the counties, the state can't confirm the election unless the counties confirm it.
Right.
And basically, they
And
got
they're
these
doing-
county electors in their wallets, and
That's what they did
judges
last time.
apparently.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but they sent them to the White House last time. This is something that's a little bit different. This is getting before the White
No,
House.
That's
or
what-
They
the,
tried this before, Dave. They actually did this before, and they tried it. Yeah, several
same
different
plan.
versions.
Oh,
Yeah.
a better and a more improved plan, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm
yes,
sure, but
Yes,
They're ready for 'em this
they're
time.
going to be poll watchers. There's going to be all sorts of shit that you're going to see come election season, and it's going to be driven by Republicans who are desperate because they got caught cheating before. They're going to try to cheat again. Everything that every time I read a story about where they did find voter fraud or voter improprieties, it was a Republican that was doing it.
Yeah, it was.
So
yeah.
anyway.
They're the only ones
I
in
see
court,
some new
actually.
names down here with their hands up. So let's broaden our horizons and
Okay.
and see if we can't get some of them up here. The family has grown, baby. Let me tell you, the family has grown. And before we bring AD in, let me thank Dave McNeil, who came in with a $20 donation and said, "Smoked chicken. Hold on, I'm getting a plane and coming over." I'll hold you a plate, Dave. Come on down. And I want to thank Shaking Me Bones. I came in with another donation and said, "Say it to her face, you old orange motherfucker." Oh, Sandy does. Shaking Me Bones doesn't mince words, baby.
John, I was about to say, but what Aussie Dave said that, Donald Trump's been quoted saying, "I will accept the election results."
Yeah, that's
I
what he said.
win.
Yeah, that's what he said
If
before.
I win.
If I win.
Right. So,
Yeah.
if
If
I
everything's
win.
okay. You know, if
You'll
if
accept
they
it.
didn't cheat
You'll
or
accept
something
right
over
into
there or
prison.
this over there or over, it's going to be a shit show, and we can see the handwriting on the wall. It's coming. AD, are you in the room?
I'm right here.
Uh-oh.
AD, are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There
I
you
can hear
go.
you. There you go.
I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I'm not watching this thing, man. You got people
Breaking up.
You're
Yeah,
breaking
for
up a
me.
little bit, AD. See if you could hold your mouth a little closer to the microphone, or see if that helps out.
Yeah, I love watching this thing, man. I'm from Kentucky.
Got the reboot.
Bad connection, mate.
Yeah, we
Got
got
the
a
reboot.
bad connection. I'm getting just bits and pieces of what you're saying.
I'm sorry, is that better?
Yes, that is
A
better.
little bit.
I got you. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
but
all right.
I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky, so I got my my. I'm very liberal. You know what I mean? I'm very liberal. How Kentucky is, it's not a state that kind of. I mean, we got one of the best Democratic governors that you can probably find in the country.
Indeed. And he's
He's
on
been
the
winning.
short list too.
I know,
Andy
he's been
Bassar,
winning
right?
from
If I'm not mistaken.
Bashir, Andy Bashir.
Bashir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I'm telling you, man, since he became the governor, and because Matt Bevin was the Republican governor before, he got booted out, and ever since Bashir's been there, there's so many jobs up here. I live in North, I live close like this. I know so many jobs. I mean, they're begging people to come fill these positions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's. I would
Well,
never. I
it's an
never thought I would
accomplishment to have a Republican, a Democratic governor in the deep red state of Kentucky.
Right.
Welcome to
Right.
Texas. Yeah.
Hey, I got my sister lives in Texas, bro.
Yeah, it's
My
the
sister
same
lives in
thing.
Texas.
Does she?
Yeah, my sister, she lives in Wichita Falls.
Oh, that's up
Yeah.
north. I think it's somewhere
By
north of
Oklahoma.
Dallas. I don't know. I know where it
Yeah,
is.
it's between Dallas and Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right up close to Oklahoma.
You know, there's another thing I've noticed too around here. Like you can see a lot of Trump stuff. People with the Trump flags and all that kind of stuff. You don't see that shit up here no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of that going on. Ever since January 6th, I started seeing them flags come down.
Good,
You know what I mean?
good. I hope they're embarrassed.
That was,
Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah,
Don't worry.
I wasn't
They're
good.
still on my street.
I know.
They're
They're
still
out
there.
there. You know that.
Yeah.
It's just not as much as it used to be up here. You know what
I'm waiting to
saying?
see how
But I
long it's
still-
going to take them to bring down the "Let's Go Brandon" signs. I mean, Brandon ain't in the
That's
game.
all that's doing is helping him.
Yeah.
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 I mean, they
Let's
they
go,
really know
Brandon,
how
and
to-
Brandon did.
Yeah, they really know how to step on their own foot. That's the damn truth.
And today's accomplishment just that's cherry on top. This is just the greatest news that could have come out, here in the last months of this election. It is the leadership that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris took to get this deal done. That's leadership. That's doing something.
And he's still doing stuff. He's still
And he's still doing it.
sitting in that chair, and he's focused, and he's doing stuff.
Doing
Yeah,
the
he just
people's
brought
work.
what was it? 4 people from Russia over here today. Back from Russia.
Yes.
That's amazing.
There's a few more that need to come home, but he got some.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Donald Trump never even tried to do shit when he was in there the whole fucking time.
Nope.
Maria, I can understand that argument. with the time it took for Merrick Garland to bring charges on Trump and how this whole thing has turned out. You know, I don't think he's going to see a freaking thing before the election. The only hope for any justice coming for Donald Trump is if we take the White House. And even then, they're going to say it's persecution. They're going to come up with all sorts of whiny ass shit rather than take responsibility. The Republican Party needs to stand up and kick Donald Trump's ass out of their party and anybody who believes in that ideology bullshit along with the Heritage Foundation.
It'll never happen.
It'll never freaking happen.
Well, we have to get the court back.
Yes,
That's
we
right.
do. Yes, we do, because you're right. That is a damn big thing. And I'm saying let's go to 13. That's what I say. I'm sticking to it. Fuck them. Let's go to 13.
We have to start with ethics and term limits and
Well,
Joe Biden's working on that.
About that.
Yeah, I believe Biden wants he's asking for, I think it was 18 years term limit. That's too long. I think 10 years is long enough. You know? 18 years you can make a good
He had a
criminal.
formula though, Dave. The formula was that one Supreme Court justice would get replaced every 2 years in that 18 years.
So it's staggered.
So it's staggered.
Yeah. So you don't replace,
one president only ever elect 2 Supreme Court things in his 4-year term.
And I also don't think the president should pick a Supreme Court justice. I think the people should be picking those, or a panel of great judges in the lower courts or whatever. But not a president, not a political figure should not be picking the Supreme Court especially. It should be done by lower judges, a panel of lower judges.
There's an argument for that.
This is far-fetched, but I would like
there
to
is
see
an
the Supreme Court. Yeah. I like to see the Supreme Court justice elected by a popular vote in this country. It's never going to happen.
Well,
but
I'd like to see
you got to
that.
be careful with that too.
population
Donald Trump got elected. Okay. Enough said right there.
Well,
let me catch up again.
Right.
Sandy McPartland, I hope I said that right, came in with a $50 donation and said, proud of Joe Biden and Kamala and you blue dots. Sandy, thank you very much. And yeah, I can't say it enough how proud I am of this blue dot family that has stepped up over the years, baby. We haven't lost the faith. We're holding the candle, baby, up high. And I want to thank Peter, who came back in with another $20 donation. Peter, thank you very much. Yeah, this party's picking up steam.
Boy.
Oh, yeah. It's on fire right now, and I'm loving it. Most
of the TV stations are being a little bit more friendly towards Kamala than they are towards Biden. In saying what I'm trying to say is that I feel that the CNN have swung back more centre left than right. But they swing.
Well, Kamala's also in a honeymoon stage as well. I mean, she's like, people say she's still in the honeymoon stage. So I don't know.
Only 3 months.
I think she's making great strides.
From the election, guys. You're only 3 months from the election, so it's not a long time. It's not long enough for let's call it the honeymoon stage.
It's not very long in American politics. In Australian politics, wouldn't that be quite a long time, Dave?
Oh yes, they can only over here. They can only
in America,
baby. They're rallying for about a month or 6 weeks before the election.
Our election season starts right after the new president is sworn in. That's the way it is right now. The next day, up there fighting. That's the way Donnie did it. Of course, Donnie did it to try to keep his ass out of what he perceived to be a jail sentence, and still might be.
Voted against the border bill. Wouldn't let it come to.
I heard he has a thing for couches.
Well, John, apparently his siblings come out and said, now we know why when he was a kid, he used to run to the mailbox, get all the junk mail, and run to the room, his bedroom, with all the furniture catalogues. Now we know why. When he was a kid, he used to take the furniture catalogues in his bedroom. He's a wanker, isn't he? Isn't he a fucking wanker?
Well, that's what they're saying. That's what
Well,
they're saying.
apparently he's a couch wanker.
Apparently, they called.
Who was it
They
the other day?
they
Oh, I
called-
guess it was. I think it was maybe Stephen Colbert. Really leaned into that the other night on his monologue.
They call Katie fans Vladimir Putin.
Oh, Putin. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Boy, howdy shit.
You see
I
that
am.
they're reporting in the news now that they've discovered tapes and photos and a gentleman that hired a particular room out to Mr. Trump had held a party hosting 28 young girls, and he called them maybe teenagers. And him and who co-hosted the show?
So many couches.
It was Mr. Epstein himself. And guess who was at the show? Donald Trump and Epstein. In other words, those two guys this is in 1992 held a private fashion show
I
for
don't
28
doubt that a bit.
young girls.
I don't doubt that one bit. Yeah, all
And
you have
that's
to do
being
is look at
investigated.
the history. Evidently, both men. I didn't know about Jeffrey Epstein until the big story broke. I guess I was blind as a bat. But Donald Trump, shit, going back for years and years and years. That's what he's been known about. Seeing some little girl going up an escalator and saying, "In a few years I'll be dating her." He's an old fuck as a stud. That's who he is.
Guess how many times he's enlisted on Epstein's plane flights? Remember he said,
Does it surprise you, Dave? Come on, man. I know it doesn't surprise you.
26 times he's been signed on to Epstein's plane. Yet he didn't know the guy. Hardly knew him.
Donald doesn't know anybody that's got their shit, in the news. Donnie doesn't, I don't know. Hey, what is he saying about Project 2024? I never heard of it. You picked the vice president nominee from the Heritage Foundation, you asshole. Jesus, what does he think journalists do for a living?
But he thinks people believe him. He actually thinks when he says something, they believe it. I mean, they believe that when he says, "I love the poorly educated," they think that's a fucking compliment. They think they're being praised by Trump. These people are total fools. As I said to it, they're just fucking glow sticks. You got to crack them.
That's what they is, shake them. Yeah.
Take the fuck out of them till the light comes on their brain. Because
some of them, the light just ain't coming on, buddy. It's just not gonna. Like I said before, they do. This is an emotional thing for the maggots. I always do kind of hesitate to use the word Republican, but that's who they are. The conservatives have left the Republican Party because the Republican Party has become a maggot party, a party of bigots and racists and misogynists and every little freaking cricket you could think crawl out from underneath a fucking rock. That's who they are. That's who they want their party to be now. And it's not sustainable. Not in the world that we live in. No.
And guess who? They act like they don't care.
They act like it. Guess what? We're going to tell them, baby. We're going to show them it matters. Hey, let me thank Keith Thompson. That Marine came back with another $2 and said, "I could bring the walleye in the pike slaps." Oh! My son was just talking about smoking fish on that thing. Hey, come on down, Keith. Anyway, Richard came in with a $2 donation and said, "Ha! Even Putin's running scared of Kamala." That's what we're all thinking. Boy, this deal and she was involved in the negotiations for this too. Kamala was. This wasn't all just Joe.
Yes, he was too.
Joe was the driving force behind this, but Kamala was back there doing the work too. So yeah.
I was going to make a comment on that. She's been with him for 3.5 years, and I think she pretty well knows the doggone ropes already. So that's the big plus.
Yeah. Oh, this is it, baby. This is it. We got 3 months. That's no time. It's gonna fly by.
96 days, I think.
96 days.
Maybe, John, you should have a countdown clock on the back wall. That might be a good little thing. Behind you, a 98, 97, countdown clock to the election. I don't know. Something for us to look at and remember ourselves as saying, hey, only 70-odd days or whatever.
Or we could play the game what's new on John's wall. Okay, so
Oh,
okay,
I see it.
Do you?
I think so. Yeah.
Where's Waldo?
That's more or less the game we're playing. Where's Waldo?
What's John in the Bluegrass got to say about that one?
It's,
John,
there's a new item up on my wall.
Oh, he's
I
muted.
know who it came from too.
Do you?
It came from Thomas Morgan, didn't it?
No.
Is it on the top
No?
right-hand side behind you, John? Your left, a poster, a framed.
Oh, I am
caricature?
so glad you used those words, Dave.
Uh-oh.
No, I've got something else to show you too,
Okay.
but no, that's not it. No, there's something else new on the wall here. It's here somewhere. It's
Maybe you're
Is
hiding
it the
it.
spider? Is it the spider behind
something
you?
I put up there just today. As a matter of fact, probably while the blue room was still open, before the show
Blue
started, I made a change on the wall. Y'all try to figure that out because I have something else to do, and I've just. Oh yes. I know what it was. I know what it was. My mind. I am so proud of this. I can't believe I forgot to do this. I got mail. I got mail, baby. And it came. As soon as I picked this up, if she's watching, she already knows. Susan Rojas from Bradenton, Florida.
Bradenton.
Susan, what is it?
Bradenton.
That is right. You're right. Ding, 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 ding. You win there.
I know where it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, Susan Rojas sent me a gift that is this is going to be framed and it's going on my wall and I know exactly where it's going. Where's my thing? Okay, there's the thing.
Are we going to see it?
But Travis isn't. Yeah, I'm going to try to. Travis didn't even want me to take it out of the roll again. Let me get it right. So when
Be
I
careful.
hold it up, you
Don't
see,
rip
I
it.
am. I am. This is one of only 500. This is a pen and ink drawing, and it is entitled. Oh, let me do this without screwing anything up. It's called The Final Battle.
Oh, is that the Alamo?
It is indeed the Alamo. And, oh, let me get this. Travis would kill me.
That's all right. We can see
He
it.
did not want
We
me to
can
take
see
it out. Once we took it out the first time, I'm taking this straight to get it framed, and it is going on my wall out in the living room. And look, forgive me, I don't have my glasses here. Boy, howdy shit. The artist is Jim. Oh man, I know I was going to do that. Jim Robertson. Yes, Jim Robertson, and this is only one of 500 of this drawing, and it's The Final Assault, March 6, 1836. The artist has captured the intensity as the Mexican army has begun to breach the defenses of the Alamo during the early morning hours of March 6, 1836. The missions would fall shortly thereafter with the influx of the massed Mexican troops. Every attempt was made to ensure historical accuracy of the event, subject to the artist's romanticism throughout the years. Yeah. If you're from Texas, you know what that means. My son's
very nice, John.
It is. The Alamo is a treasured place in Texas and in American history. It shows the courage of people who knew their destiny, but were willing to face it anyway. And you can't ask them.
That's something you don't see every day.
You can't ask more of anybody than to give the final measure.
You okay, Joe?
Yeah. Memories, baby. Keith Thompson, that Marine came in with $2 and said, I already did that. I'm sorry. Richard came in with $2 and said, ha, even Putin's running. Oh, I said that too. Oh, Jeanette Dahl came. Oh, Jeanette. Sorry, I'm not flicking this shit off. Jeanette Dahl came in with 100 Danish krones and said, Said, check for dropped from rolls in sufficient time to register. Check your registration periodically. Make sure you have the appropriate ID. Know your polling place. That's coming from Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling you, make sure your registration is up, because they are. They're trying to drop people from the rolls just in time to where maybe you won't notice there before you go to the poll. And maybe you'll just have to get a provisional ballot and all that kind of stuff, and make you jump through hoops. Make sure you're registered. Make sure that your ID is up, that you're ready to go.
A lot of people, we talked about it the other day, a lot of people have fallen out because of redistricting, and some of the areas are even, reverting back and forth. So, yeah, double check, triple check. Make sure that you're on some poll somewhere.
And so that's something I always
I can't hear. What? John, did you get Alistair Dreamer?
No, I did not. No, I did not. Where'd that come from?
It was way up there.
Say the name again.
Alistair Dreamer. 5 pounds.
I do not see it.
It's way, way, way up.
Way up? Like just recently came in?
5 pounds, so he's from England.
Yep, says, it's a pleasure to subscribe to you, good sir, here in the UK. My family and I refer to the Orange Menace as the Tangerine Twat.
Well, thank you very much. I'm trying to figure out why it hadn't come up. But on that note, let me thank Daniel Hackelman, who came in with $2, said President Joe Biden is the man. And I'm just learning how to let me see. Philip Cruz came in with a Venmo donation and said Donald Trump likes calling Stormy Daniels horseface. I wonder what he was calling her while he was on top of her. Oh well. Darling, sweetie, some kind of bullshit.
Ivanka.
Why'd you want to come in here and put that thought up in everybody's head there? What a valid question.
You see Donald Trump saying on the Fox of all places, I believe he's falling out with, but he said, hey, if we don't win Minnesota, then we know they've cheated. The Republicans have not won Minnesota since 1972. Why would he say
Laying the groundwork,
Minnesota?
Dave. Laying the groundwork. That's what they're
Why
doing.
would he pick Minnesota when the GOP's never won there since 1972? What a thing to say. If we don't win Minnesota, it's because they cheated.
He just
I just don't understand why he would pick Minnesota. I mean, I'd say Florida, if he said that about Florida, or Arizona, but Minnesota? I don't know. That's a weird thing.
He doesn't like Minnesota. He's got a thing for Minnesota. He doesn't like Minnesota.
You just gotta wonder.
He's got a thing for.
And also, did you see Trump Jr. interviewing J.D. Vance? Trump Jr. on his own show.
I've seen a little bit of that, but I did not.
You see how fast he was?
Oh yes, that's what it was. They were saying he was on coke. That he was so blown away, and that's what they were highlighting, the speed at which Don Jr. was talking.
It was unbelievable.
He's going to explode someday.
Yes.
He's going to be found dead in the back street because he didn't pay his drug deal or something. I don't know. Or he snorted some bad shit. I've got a new name for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Taylor Greene.
What is the new name?
Tokyo Rose.
Tokyo. She's trying to sell out this country. That's what she's trying to do. She's a worshiper. That's what she is. Anyway, let me catch up again.
She acts like one of you, but she's not.
Wesley Wiseman. I'm sorry. Let me catch up here. Mitch Hutchinson came in with a $10 donation and said, God bless Joe for getting our people back from Russia. Indeed, it's going down in history, Mitch. Wesley Wiseman came in with a $5 donation and said, "Great gift, Republicans master of dirty tricks." That's what they are. That's all they got. That's all they got, Wesley. Bravo Chick came in with a $5 donation and said, "Check your registration and check when early voting starts in your area. Not going back." That's what. Oh wait a minute.
We have doors to knock on. We have phone calls to make. We have voters to register, and we have an election to win.
There you go, baby. We have an election to win. Bravo Chick came in with $5 and said, "Check your register." Oh, I did that.
Keep going.
And Annie Joe Crockett's Johanna came in with a $5 donation and said, "Wait till they try and take that history out of the Alamo out of history books." The Alamo story is not everything that you think it is. There's two stories in the Alamo, but it stands.
There's always two sides to every story.
There's always two sides, baby. There's always two sides, but it stands in Texas history as, and not only that, in American history, as those willing to give the last measure.
There's two sides, but there's only one side that's really the winner side, you know?
That's us, baby. That's us, in case you didn't know. And I got one more to call out. Shaking Me Bones came back with another nice donation and said, "I want to hear about what's new on the wall." Blue Dot Tsunami. I love you, man. I love Marcia, too. Thank you very much. Shaking Me Bones. Y'all haven't figured it out yet? Something new on the wall back there? Something new. Something I just put up there. Right there. Okay, I'm going to point it out to you then. It's that blue heart right there.
Okay. Well, your hat kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, my hat kind of does get in the way of it, but you know, I move around some. It's kind of
nice
I can't make it that easy. That's my blue heart, baby. My big blue heart, and that's the heart of this Blue Dot family. That's what that is to me.
And who sent that, John?
That was Shaking Me Bones.
Shaking Me Bones.
Shaking Me Bones. She also sent this. And it's right over here off camera view, and it's a little saying, and it says, "A difference maker, a dedicated person who can make a big impact with a small action or a few words, individual who encourages others to propel themselves forward and bring about change. Anyone who improves the lives of others is a difference maker." And it was her sentiment to me when she wrote. She's very kind-hearted.
That's very sweet.
And she's very active. She wants us. She's in this shit. She talks like a sailor, and I'm a sailor. So what do you want to know? She's a kick in the ass. But she's yeah.
Did anybody
What do you think about What do you think about the GOP or the MAGA doing the Department of Vets or something about them not? They don't want the vets to be able to vote from if they're disabled. Meaning that
please.
I don't know how it works
Dave,
now.
What are you reading? Where are you getting that?
Have gone there is what I think.
Oh, I want them to come out and say that. Go ahead and come out and say that. Bill Jones might have a few things to say to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they don't want the vets to be able to register to vote if they can't get down to do it themselves. I believe that there's a service now.
I hope that has got to be some kind of bullshit story. I can't imagine anybody in their right. Well, there you go, in their right mind.
They're not in their right mind, John.
No, they're not. They still support a man that called veterans suckers and losers.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in his cabinet, everybody that worked for him, is now supporting the Democratic nominee. That tells you something. Not even the people that know him the best want his ass anywhere near our house again. But you don't need that. All you have to do is listen to him for 5 minutes without a teleprompter tell him what to say. And even with the teleprompter, he don't give a shit. He'll go off on a tangent. He shows you who he is all the time. It's a bigoted
Bill Jones
asshole.
says veterans for responsible leadership and vote vets support Kamala.
There you go. There you go.
I will post the article. It's from the Midas Touch, so it's reputable source.
Oh, well, now you
It's a
got me
Midas
there. If it's
Touch
from a
article.
Midas Touch, I trust them. So,
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Go figure with
It's
Donnie.
it's something to do with, apparently there's a service now when disabled vets can't get down to the voting places or get down to do anything to vote. There's people that come around from the government that register them and or take their votes by, I don't know how they do it, in a sealed envelope, but they want that service to stop. And the vets are saying no, and now they're in court over it.
Normally, it would be an absentee ballot that they can fill out at home.
Whatever service is being provided to the vets now, they just want to kill it. That makes
they're saying what they're saying is, oh look, the Democrats want to go around and pick these ballots up by themselves so they can change them. That's the context behind what they're trying to sell with that shit. They're going to try any disgusting movement that they can do to bring doubt to this election. That's their game plan. It was their game plan last time. And until the Republican Party kicks the scumbags out of their party, which would include a whole lot of congressmen, unfortunately.
I think that was
Go ahead.
picked out of the 2025 crap, wasn't it? It might have been.
It might have been. It might. I'm glad to see that getting so much. Yes.
Don't you think that a lot of these people are getting wise to these clowns and they're going to be watching for that crap?
Yes. Yes. I hope we see a big turnaround in his numbers, in the people that support his ass, because you're just making a fool out your fucking self. Still supporting his ass. You cannot pull a single thing out of your ass that makes logic to support Donald Trump for president of anything. I wouldn't put him in president in charge of latrines.
Oh boy, that's a dandy. Anyway.
I wouldn't.
That one where he was at that black conference, I was sitting there laughing at that damn fool. He made a big damn
He made an ass out of himself. He stuck his foot in his mouth and then proceeded to shove his head up his ass. But he, like I said, it's okay with him. He was fine with it because he wasn't talking to them. He was talking to his maggots. And his maggots ate that shit up.
They did.
Stand up and tell them. That's their shit. That's what they got. Don't think for a minute that that's what we're dealing with. A bunch of in-your-face.
I felt so bad for the women on the stage. That was horrible.
But you were talking about the registration here earlier. Like I own land in the township there, and there ain't no way that they can fool with me or any of them landowners, because the township has all got that on record already. You know?
Yeah.
Where'd you go, John?
Huh?
He's trying to read.
Yeah.
He's reading chat.
I was reading chat for a second. I can see there, John. It's hard to keep up with the chat because it flies by quite a bit, but it's a big part of this family. And I miss so much that goes on in there, and I see a big one that goes by, and then all of a sudden I want to try to snag it and see what they said. And there's Ginger's chat show. Y'all look for her on
Bill
Facebook.
Screwing you up.
What's that?
And there's Bill screwing you up.
Who's screwing me? I do a good job of doing that all by myself.
Oh.
Believe me, ask my wife. She'll tell you. Oh, yeah, leave it to John. He'll screw it up. Shit. I'll make things twice as hard as it is. I'm in a hurry.
All the genuine females involved with MAGA, if they really, really spoke to their own heart and realised and knew what Trump was trying to do, or maybe they do know, but if they were loyal to themselves and their own sex, they wouldn't be involved in MAGA. If they all left, MAGA would die. There's a lot of females in this, and I can't understand where their logic is when it's all about 2025. It's all about pushing women back into the kitchen with the slippers on.
You think he's got?
Ask J.D. Vance.
There's no logic. Logic doesn't.
There's no logic. No.
J.D. Vance believes if she doesn't get in the kitchen, we'll just give her a few whacks while you're busy on the couch.
You can't get divorced if you've got a violent husband. I mean, this is the sort of stuff that they're saying you got to live with.
Yeah.
Your husband bashes you, well, then you're a bad
They're
wife.
coming up with
You
all
must
sorts
be a
of bad
wife.
shit, crazy crap. He thinks that voters who have children should be able to have extra votes. Really? Well, what if your son, who's, I don't know, 17, is a Democrat-minded person, and you're a fucking asshole, and what, you're going to steal his vote? Is that what that is? That's exactly what it is. Any way they can come up with some bullshit reason why they get an extra vote on something, and does he think Republicans are the only ones that have kids? Really?
Well, he's got to find that 11,679 vote.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what this is.
Just need some extra kids. Just bring some kids.
Bring some kids.
That is so true.
I'm telling you.
So there was a lady in the audience at the.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a lady in the audience at that thing the other day. Her name was Beverly White Higgs, a retired broadcaster. And when they asked her what she thought about the exchange between Donald J. Trump and the reporters, she said, or they asked her if it was weird, and she said, I think weird understates this man. Racism, the sexism, it's not weird. It's awful. Weird is a three-legged dog. This isn't weird. It's gross.
Yep.
And she nailed it. She nailed it.
Yes, she did. And I'm glad to see him calling them out for this bullshit.
Think about that. Donald Trump said yesterday during that in front of the black journalists. So where's Kamala Harris? Is she black? Is she? Was she black or is she what? I forgot. What's her mother's nationality?
She's
mother,
East Indian.
East Indian, and her father was Jamaican.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
and I see a headline off over here to my side that says Trump's absurd new attacks on Kamala Harris prove he has no idea what race is. Oh, yes, he does.
Now,
yeah, I would argue, he knows race.
This might be
He's been using it all his life.
Yep.
I don't think he's got any idea who he's really going to be dealing with. Myself.
I think he does. That's his problem right now, is he does know who he's dealing with, and he thought he could just ramrod in maybe another debate with what he perceived to be Sleepy Joe, and he was going to ride that wave on in. But, oh, wait a minute, that ain't the wave that popped up, is it? Yeah.
You're going to get his ass slapped.
I got a question to ask. I got a question to ask to J.D. Vance. Are your children, they go by Caucasian or by Indian?
Exactly.
There you go.
That's the question.
It's just a way to play the racist card. That's what Donnie's doing. He's talking in code to his little maggots. That's what he's doing. And it's a disgusting display. Because remember, that's the wave that he rode when he came in, was challenging Barack Obama's citizenship.
Correct.
He wasn't born in America. That whole backstory is what gave birth to the maggot movement. It was that birther issue. That's the maggots that came out of their fucking rocks and out of their garage with their swastika sign and their rebel flag. I still have to pass a fucking rebel flag every fucking day I leave my street. I have to pass the rebel flag. Flies it proudly right behind the American flag. Really? I always ask the question, make up your fucking mind. That's two opposing ideals. That's two opposing thoughts. Make up your fucking mind. But no, he likes it up there because it makes a statement about who he is.
Yeah, you say
you give them an opportunity to show themselves, and they will. And that's what Donald Trump did to this country. He gave permission for the maggots to get out their swastika flag, their fucking rebel flag, all that bullshit. He reignited the racial hatred in this country on the back of Obama. And that's what Donald Trump did. and that's why he got in the house in our house. But he only got in once.
Was the MAGA spinoff of the Tea Party?
They're the same creature. They're the
same
creature.
They're a worse creature, but yeah, they came from there. So, John, do you think he identifies as Nazi or fascist?
Well, now there is a... Well, you know, can it be argued that that's one and the same almost?
Well, I don't know.
I'm thinking.
Sounds like he wants you to pick one.
Yeah, I think he qualifies for both. You know, he keeps... you know, he's well known to be a fan of Hitler's writings, and his biggest supporter, that old boy down here in Texas that's got a fucking museum to Hitler in his house. What's his name? He's the most richest guy in the fucking world or somewhere.
He's from your state, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from my state. Yeah, I just can't remember his name right now, but he does. He has a small museum of Hitler memorabilia.
Larry, somebody was it Larry?
Yeah, because you know your heroes. You gotta get the stuff from your heroes, and that's what he was, and that's what influences Trump. That's what influences the Heritage Foundation. They don't want democracy. They don't want your vote to count. That's what Donnie's out there saying now. Hey, if you have to vote this time, maybe you won't have to vote no more ever again. Be a thing of the past. That's what they want.
Let's put a stop to that one.
You don't know what you want.
To think for yourself. You won't have to do anything but
work. You won't have to do nothing like that. Just go to work. Pay your bills. You'll be fine.
Get underpaid. Because what the hell? You don't need no union.
Adam.
Let's put Donnie to work in prison.
Adam, are you in the room, buddy?
Oh, hey, I'm in here,
man. My man. How are you doing today?
I'm sitting here smiling away.
I know you're smiling. I can hear it in your voice.
You bet I am, man. It was a great day, and I just kind of wanted to change the subject a little bit. And you know, Joe Biden made like the finalization of this whole prison swap thing 1 hour before he dropped out of the race.
Yes, that was reported.
1 hour.
Yes, 1 hour before he dropped out of the race is when he solidified this deal.
Yeah.
Did you see him come on TV and brag about that shit?
No. He's always working for us.
Can you imagine Donald Trump doing anything like that? And keeping his mouth shut?
Never.
No, you wouldn't.
Never. And how he just
we have to worry about that man with classified secrets.
Exactly. So, it was just such a good day. It was such a good day. Just the last 24 hours, just excellent.
It was something my life needed. Yesterday and today, my life kind of needed it.
You bet.
You know, speaking of that Otto one more, he was from Cincinnati, and when they brought him back, he was incapacitated, and Trump bragged about it from getting him back from North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And
boy, how'd shit.
Yeah, I just, just what a 24 or whatever it is now, 36 hours since all this stuff went down, interviews and releasing people, and he's working. We know that he's working on getting all of them out from everywhere.
What a shift in the momentum of this country.
the way that these guys talk, they can just have him talk 24/7 on every channel.
Yeah, put his ass out there.
I mean,
Let him keep running his mouth. He'll dig that hole deeper and deeper every day.
Exactly. What color does what color do oranges turn after they're orange? I think they turn to brown like shit.
Yes, Jake. I can't remember his name.
I mean, geez.
He'll come to me right after I end the show.
Orange is the precursor to shit.
That's it.
I mean, come on. They're so bad. They're so bad. I mean, it's incredible. But all we got to say is we know we got Joe in there at least until the 6th of, January. And then Kamala's just going to come in there and walk all over stuff. AOC.
Kamala's be the first one to tell you, baby, we have work to do.
Exactly. And AOC
We're not afraid of hard work. We like hard work, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, we do.
And you know, AOC coming in there and putting articles of impeachment for Alito, and Alito's coming out there saying,
There's a lot of pressure
well, I
on
mean, you know,
Alito and Clarence
I'll
Thomas right now.
resign.
The world is looking at them. I mean,
Yeah,
we're looking at their
they
ass.
all are.
And it's not hard to see what Clarence Thomas is all about. Highest bidder, baby.
And
Harlan
Alito's
Crow,
sitting there
is
saying,
that his name?
Yeah.
Guy in Texas. I want to say Harlan Crow.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm telling you that
I
it's
think
gonna.
it is.
It's. I think it is.
Harlan
I think it's
Crow
Harlan
is
Crow.
a Nazi. As
Yes,
for
he's
the
a
museum.
billionaire. He's got a museum of
Totally.
Hitler in his house. He, you know,
That's the one, yeah.
got a signed copy of Mein Kampf. You know, it's yeah. That's who we're up against.
There's Trump's
Anyway,
buddy.
I want to thank Jake Sellers, who came in with a $10 donation and said, 2026, there needs to be a lot of our Democrats that went against Joe need to step out. We need to vote new. Us Democrats don't forget when the snake bites us. We have house cleaning to do. Don't think we don't.
I'm in, Jake.
I'm glad to see Senator, what's his name, from New Jersey, just stepped down. He resigned. He's not out yet. He's going out this month, I think, August. The one that got caught with the gold bars and the money. You know. Menendez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the crime. You do the you stay. You get
Exactly.
you know, we don't want your ass. You know.
Yeah, you don't hop on his.
And
You
we
don't
have
hop on
house
his
cleaning to
shoulder.
do. I'm not going to argue that point. There's some that you lean a little. You know, I gave you one name real quick. West Virginia.
Mnuchin? Isn't that Mnuchin in West Virginia?
Joe Mnuchin? Joe?
Yeah.
Manchin?
Joe Manchin. That's it. Thank
Manchin,
Joe Manchin.
yeah.
Joe Manchin. Yeah, middle of the road, asshole. Get off the road.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, I'm an independent.
But yellow
I'm a
lions and
Democrat.
dead snakes, baby. Dead armadillos. That's
He
what's
just
in the
stays
middle
right in the
of
middle of the road.
Anyway.
He's a
He just sits right in the middle of the road, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just in the.
Hey, how's the polls going, guys? How are the polls going for Kamala? How are the
They're
polls
rocking.
going?
They're rocking. Yes.
Yep, they're going up.
And they're moving in our direction, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you
They're
really,
everywhere.
you hear all sorts of different polls. One place she's up by 1 point. Another place she's up by 4 points. You know,
Keep
what is
watching.
real? You know,
Keep watching, because I think those
Yeah,
polls are going to
what's his
continue to
face?
change in a
One
drastic
place that
way.
she's up by 10.
I think the handwriting is on the wall. If Putin's seen it, Putin knows
I
now.
think Michigan.
He's gone. Let me see. Before we leave, I hate to leave this room with people with their hands up, and I just noticed we have people with their hands up. So, this Colbua. Are you with us?
Are you muted, hon?
I'm not hearing Colbua.
Well, no, you weren't muted, but maybe your volume is way down.
Let me see. Is Uncle Fatty in the room?
What's going on, you six?
What are you doing? What are you doing, Uncle Fatty?
Buddy, I got a big old smile too. I'll tell you what.
Ain't it good? Ain't it nice to have that smile on your face?
It is.
Yes,
You know,
it is.
I think
It
there's some resurgence of energy here, and you know, I'm all about pushback on Mega. You know, and they want to start popping off with the, 10 more years of Trump, and I say, you know what? And then they say something stupid about Kamala, and I say, you know what? The Republican Party hasn't won the popular vote for almost 30 years.
There you go. There you go.
You are not the majority.
When Trump was elected, he
the
did not
fuck
win the
up.
popular vote. Yeah.
Exactly, buddy.
And that's
And just,
that's
you
where
know,
it comes
don't let
in,
him
baby.
Forget it. Don't let him
That's
forget
where it
it.
comes
I
in.
mean, I'm all about the pushback because there's some folks that do want to act
VV, thank you.
not
Thank you.
weird and somewhat normal, and they see this shit going on now, and the more it happens, I say let Donnie run his mouth. Let him get on stage and debate. Let him
I
make
want
a
to see
fool out
it.
of himself.
Come on, Fatty. I want to see that. Are you shitting
know
me?
it,
I
buddy.
think they ought to
You know
sell
it.
pay-per-view tickets on it. Make a mint.
Yes.
Everybody's going to want to see this. Oh, it's going to be an ass kicking,
Oh,
kicking from hell.
He definitely
I
get his
want to see
rating.
this so bad. You know,
Well, he's
Hey,
going to see
because
some rebel flags and some Trump flags flying. Come on up here to North Idaho, boys. The
yeah.
rednecks are
I know
fired
they're
up.
thick
I'll
up
tell
there.
you what.
They are. They can see the handwriting on the wall too. They can.
Like I said, buddy, there's a bunch of screaming rats on a sinking ship.
Because they got a guy who can't talk for shit without shoving his foot in his mouth, without making himself look like an idiot.
He cannot pump the brakes. He can't do it. It's not in him.
No. It's like an out of control train. It's just the momentum is going to keep that shit going in his head.
That's it. Yeah. It's a snowball running downhill, and it's about to hit a tree, and we're just going to all stand back and watch it, and I love it.
Like a
I think the
snowball
Republican Party
headed
needs to
downhill
this is what
to
it
hell.
It might as well hit a tree. That would be the best thing for them.
Exactly.
I think. Yes, sir.
You missed a couple of call-outs, I think.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. No, my thing didn't move. Oh, shit. I got some thinking to... Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Y'all get ready for some dinging here, because we're going to be dinging.
Get her done.
Bring them
Michael
on.
K.Y. Johnson came in with $2, said gerrymandering is right-wing propaganda. Fuck Donald J. Trump. Fuck the GOP. Vote blue, baby. And Miles Holmes, 27 minutes ago. Boy, howdy shit, weren't we in the conversation? Miles Holmes came in with a $2 donation and said sending some blue Yankee love from North Illinois. Love it, Miles. Thank you very much. And Bravo Chick came in with $5 and said, here's to the great Texan, defender of democracy, Sheila Jackson Lee. Gonna miss her. Yes, she passed away the other day. A great leader in Congress. Yes, she's gonna be missed here in Texas. And Bob K came in with $5 and said, even though I live in Blue Oregon, oh, you lucky son, you got all them benefits. Lucky live in Blue Oregon, where they don't try to prevent voting like red states. I always check, and it's always there. Unlike racist red states. It's a lot of benefits y'all got out there on the West Coast. Anyway, we'll move out there. Anyway, Johnny Williams came in with a $2 donation. Keith Thompson, that ring came back with another $2 donation and said, I heard this from somewhere. Fuck Trump. That's where we heard that from. That's a unique saying, though. Maybe we ought to push that. Fuck that guy. Blue Dot Greeter, Mark, thank you very much, brother. He came in and said, watch your chat. I asked if it was the blue heart. Oh, Mark's the winner. Yes, it was the blue heart. And Gregory Brown came in with a $20 donation and said, when Trump winds up in the uncharted waters, he defaults to his rally script. Racism, bigot, misogyny, whatever he can throw at the wall that's going to stick, he's going to pull out of his ass. Dave McNeil came in with a $5 donation and said only Donnie would kick himself in the nuts and then claim victory. That's what he's doing. Kick himself in the nuts. And then he's got J.D. Vance out there saying, oh, we got these prisoners out because of, oh, yeah. Anyway, Michael K.Y. Johnson came back with another $5 and said, Veterans Unite for Kamala. Did these people bump their heads? Patriots are us. Fuck Donald J. Trump. Don't piss veterans off. Lucas Kuntz for Missouri. There you go, baby. Mm-hmm. And Mitch Hutchinson came in with $10, said, wishing Sean Harris success in shutting it up, shutting it up, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, yes, Sean Harris is running against her down there. And Nina Gonzo came in with $5 and said the ripples are turning into waves. Oh, baby. And then waves are going to turn into a tsunami. And Wesley Wiseman came back with another $5, said President Biden sang happy birthday to the young girl. That's who Joe Biden is.
Yep.
I can be proud of my president. I can be proud of his tenure in the White House, of his term. He is, like I said, when you drive down the highway and see that construction going on, there's Joe Biden at work, baby. He's moved
absolutely
in the right direction.
I see it every day.
Anyway,
have you finished banging the gong?
I have finished banging the gong for now.
banging
Yes, and
it on.
it's
Are you
time to
sure?
wrap it up for the.
I was going to. I was going to say I posted that article about the GOP suing the vets in the blue
Really,
discussion. So have a look at that, guys.
I will.
It's not getting much
That's amazing
publicity,
to
but
me.
it's
That's
disgusting.
amazing.
It's disgusting.
It is.
And what you
I'm
were
not.
saying
I'm
earlier
not
too, Dave,
surprised.
about the guys, the electorates. You know, this is Project 2025 at hand. This is the vetting process that's already
Yeah,
installing people into positions of
Voting registration in different
yeah.
counties, different districts.
yeah. I
Yes,
Well,
mean,
this is.
Bannon
the
said
county
before.
electors. Like, yeah,
Bannon said before he went into the jail, he was interviewed and he said, "We've got over 60 judges and lawyers ready to go at the end
yeah.
of the phone on election night." So they've got a plan in place.
They're
So do
already
we.
bitching about counting
So do
ballots
we.
after midnight and all this other BS. You know,
We have a plan
don't let
too, and
them
it's
have
show up
the
and
upper
vote.
hand. Don't let them have a word edgewise. Be louder. Be stronger. Hit them with facts right in the face. And there's
Nobody
nothing.
stays
The
in the
numbers don't
bunker,
lie.
baby.
You know, we
We
got the
need
numbers.
everybody on this line. That's
I
how
can't
we
wait until
win.
we put us off by 15 million votes and wash MAGA off the freaking
And
map.
numbers too big to deny. That's what we need.
You know it.
We need
Bring a
numbers
friend,
too
share
big
this
to
shit,
deny.
join the Discord, do all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hey,
bounce out, you guys. Have a great evening.
All right, Uncle Fatty, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
Always a pleasure. Be on the Blued Out family. Tell you what,
All right.
join that Discord, folks. Join that Patreon. Hit that like
Thank you.
button. Subscribe up.
There you go. Easy. Do it right down there. Uncle Fatty,
Next
thank
time,
you very
bring a friend.
much. And
Yeah, buddy.
Craig,
Love you guys.
love you back, bub. Craig, thank you for coming
Yes,
in.
sir. Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
Outstanding.
Enjoy your chicken.
I
hope you had
am.
some
I am.
side-
It
hope you had
came
some
off the
side
grill
dishes
probably
with it.
about a half hour ago.
I hope you had
So-
some side dishes with that. So like
Oh, yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Oh, there were potatoes involved because I seen my son cutting up potatoes,
Oh.
so I don't know what kind
Very
they are.
good.
Just, oh yeah, I'm in
And
for a
he's
meal
smelling
tonight.
it all the time.
I am too. All day long I've been smelling that smoker. Anyway, Craig, thank you very much. It's fine with me. I'm just, yeah, trying to keep that woman smiling every day is what I'm trying to do. Anyway, Bill, thank you very much.
That's the name of the game. You
And
bet.
let me see. AD.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
All right, there you sound a whole lot better in there now. Now that we
Yeah,
got
no,
that
we got
fixed, don't
bad-
be a stranger. Don't be a stranger.
We got bad weather. We got bad weather up here right now.
That's probably what it is, what it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're
So-
like me. Yeah, if the wind blows, I lose a signal. Are you shitting me? Yeah,
Yeah.
hardly any
Well,
cell phone
it's-
service out here either.
I always try to listen to your show when I can catch it, because you know I work and stuff like that.
Well, I
If I'm
appreciate
not at
that.
work and I catch the show, I catch the show. I always give it a like.
Well, don't be a
subscribe.
stranger. You done found your
I
way in
won't.
here. Come on back.
Glad to
I'll be
have.
on.
Glad to have you.
I'll be on.
All right. All right.
You have
Well,
a good night. You hear me?
You too, brother. And let me see. James, did I even get
Hey.
your ass in here before we're going out the door?
Oh, I just threw my hand up because everybody else was. I mean, I'm just a pure.
Oh, see,
I guess.
out.
How's my dogs?
Me too, me too.
They're being so good.
Are they?
They're just laying there chilling.
Mine too. Mine too. They have access now to the front yard. They can go out the doggy door, go down the stairs, and they have a whole big fucking fenced-in area out there. They can just knock themselves out. They're having a good time.
I love it.
So you got to do, keep mama happy, keep your puppies happy, and everything will be fine. There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. That's life.
But I just want to say, if these pricks try to steal the election, Joe needs to start doing some official fucking actions. You know what I'm saying?
He'll still be in office when it's going on.
Yeah.
He will still be in office when all of this bullshit, and you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
If
So-
he needs to go that far, go that fucking
Yeah,
far.
go that far.
Bring it to him.
Play whatever game he wants to play. Let's do that and
Absolutely.
get it done. Let's get this out of our system and get it out of our country because that's what needs to be done. Anyway, James, thank you for coming in, brother.
Hey, thank you.
All right. And Dave.
Yeah, it's me.
That's you, Dave.
That's
We always
me.
appreciate your voice in here, brother. Always bringing that perspective from down under. And
Well,
now it looks like we
yeah,
don't all have to move down there, Dave. Oh, man.
No,
Saved your ass.
well,
We was all ready to go up
you
and move
could-
on down there to your house.
Well, you still haven't solved the problem of a potential civil war with
That's
this
true.
arsehole.
Yeah, and they like saying that too, don't
And
they?
I believe that Donnie's been saying lately, or someone's been saying from his camp, he's not the same Donald Trump since he was shot. He took a bullet for democracy.
Oh,
He's a changed man.
he's
Let
a
me tell
change.
you
He ain't
something.
changed shit. We're lucky he changed his
He's
diaper
he is
because he's still
neither.
full of shit.
He
He
is
ain't
neither.
changed
He's
nothing.
neither. He's neither
He's using it.
changed
He's
nor
using it as a prop now.
he's not a man.
He did
He's
not.
even a
He
man.
did not take it for the serious act that it was. No, he sees
From
it as
a-
a political tool.
One
You
of
know,
his own tried to kill
that's
him.
who he
One of
is.
his own. One of his own tried to kill him. You know,
Mm-mm.
a Republican tried to kill him, not a Democrat,
Nope.
not an
Nope. He's a
independent.
registered Republican. That's why you don't hear a lot of them talking about that shit. It's one of their own. But he bred that kind of person. You know, so there you go. Anyway,
Well,
Dave.
if he was in jail where he belonged, it wouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't have happened.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
But
Good night, guys.
good night, Dave. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time. And miss you, chick.
Hi, Dave.
Woo!
Good night, guys.
Good night, Dave. What a ride. What a ride.
What a
Boy,
ride.
shit. You got anything you want to add tonight?
Well, yes. Tennessee, I think, probably has polls closing. We usually close around, 8:30 sometimes?
All right.
Eastern time.
Eastern.
Anyways, today's the 1st. Next Tuesday, the 6th. Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, Washington.
Listen
you need
up.
to get out and vote.
You just heard your state called out.
Yep.
There's
and remember,
still elections going on.
You're one of those people that held on to that mail-in ballot for some reason. You should be able to drop it off. It'll still count. I should get it in before the polling places close. And Hawaii's coming up on the 10th. How come they get to vote on Saturday? How do they do that?
Because it's Hawaii.
I guess. They're just leisurely.
Wednesday, Saturday, they're all the same.
Yeah.
It's Hawaii.
And then on the following Tuesday, the 13th, we have Connecticut, Minnesota, Vermont, Wisconsin. You all need to get out, check your voting, and do what you got to do, because we have a lot of Senate and governor and House. So we're into all of it.
Every race, baby.
Connecticut's strictly a Republican primary. Who's going to run against Chris Murphy?
Well, okay. We don't care if those people go.
Right. It says Senate and the House. It doesn't say. I'm looking at the Democrat list, but that's okay. And then Tuesday the 19th, everybody get your preferred station to watch the DNC convention, because howdy shit, you got to see who's going to be.
I'm my popcorn ready, baby.
Yeah,
I'm ready. This is going to be a fired up convention.
19th, 20th, and 21st, and 22nd, 4 days. Oh, and squeezed in there on the 20th is Alaska, Florida, and Wyoming.
There you go.
For voting. Yep.
Rounding it out, baby.
Well, rounding out the 27th with Oklahoma.
We're coming down on the main stretch, baby.
Yep, we are.
I can't wait for this shit now. You can just feel it more in the air. People are more fired up now. They really
more fired up. Anyway.
Got anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to call out Marianne Stage, who donated $2 on YouTube after your video today. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed that. I'm not. Yep. Get a lot of comments.
Well, the comments show up really fast and furious for a while, so I'm not surprised if you don't stay on for long.
Yeah.
And then we had some people share this shit.
Who shared this shit?
See if I can read my writing.
Yeah, it's a problem with me too.
I know, it looks like Noah Patton.
What was Noah Patton?
P-O-N. Noah Patton from Florida.
All right, there you go.
Donald Kerr from Louisiana. Steve Eaton from Maine. Joe Smith from Texas.
Outstanding.
Greg Forshee from, I think, Missouri, and Christy McCabe from Montana. All shared this shit.
All shared that shit, and we thank the hell out of them for that. This
We
family is
do.
growing it all the time. It's growing. Numbers are going up in this all across the platforms, and it's because y'all share this shit. So, hey, keep sharing.
It helps us find each other. It helps us connect. If you share, like, and subscribe, send it to your friends. You know, however you want to do that.
All that kind of shit. It's right there at your fingertips, right down there. And before we go, I got one more donation I want to call out. Came in through Venmo, and it's Elizabeth Bourne, who came in with a $20 donation and said, "Keep doing what you're doing, baby. That's all. Keep doing what we're doing, because we're on the right track, and this track leads right back into the White House, baby. We're not moving anything. We're just, we're shuffling one commander for another commander. That's what we're doing in this White House. Anyway." I just pissed off my brother when he listened to Couch Bumper. He told me, "Yeah, Couch Bumper. I love it. I love it." Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Everybody that made a donation tonight, thank you very much. It makes a big difference in my life nowadays. And to those names going by on our Patreon family that support us on a monthly basis, thank you so much. Yeah, I could go on with a lot of mushy shit, but I don't want to go there right now. Anyway. Thank you all for being a part of this family. This has turned into something that is bigger than just a show. This is a family, and I appreciate this conversation that goes on, the friendships that have been made in this family. They are heartfelt, and I love it for it. Anyway, all that other mushy shit. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody. We'll be back here again Sunday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Until then, Beer Bud Friday tomorrow, so stay tuned.
You bet.
Don't tell them what kind of good news we're going to see tomorrow. Just hang on to your britches. Anyway,
we're going to find out how that smoked chicken went.
Indeed, I'll give a report on the smoked chicken. All right, I love y'all. Y'all take care.
John.
That's it, brother.